Welcome, Johnny here with the Investing for Beginners community, and tonight is our Sunday night stock talk. So welcome to the show. Guys, if this is your first time watching one of our Sunday night stock talks, we go over exactly our trading recap for last week, our plan and trades for this week, and what we are looking at as far as potential oversold setups for the week to come. All free, 100% free education for you guys to learn how to invest in the stock market and start making profits on that hard-earned money that you invest. Now guys, all that I ask is that you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and consider joining our live morning day trading sessions at Market Open, where we go live every single morning at Market Open. So whatever time the market opens in your area or time zone, you can guarantee that we will be live. So give me just a second here to spread my links. I am a one-man show here, so basically I run a community with now over 70,000 members, combined with social media networks and everything. Just right around 100,000 members. So definitely consider joining our second link below. Click that second link and you'll get access to our Discord, where I share with you all my trading ideas, strategies, and keep you more up to date on my exact positions and stuff I'm holding when obviously I'm not live. So again, excuse me, consider subscribing and checking out our live streams. So it is June. Let me start sharing my screen here. It is June 16th at 7:15 p.m. my time, and it is Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all of you fathers out there. I want to keep this a little bit short. We have a lot to cover. There's over 16 companies on our watch list that are oversold and are going to be, of course, available to trade this week, starting tomorrow at Market Open. So, oh man, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm coughing all of a sudden. Jeez. All right, guys, so like I said, we have a lot to cover. So let us begin. We watch a total of 42 companies now in 2024. Sometimes I will add companies to this position that I see opportunities to trade, and then I will put them in a oversold active playlist. As you can see here, I do not have any positions at the moment. I did sell all of my current positions on Friday after market hours. I sold during extended trading hours. So guys, Carvana is looking really good here. As you can see, it has a nice pullback. It did pass this support level, so it'll now become a resistance level. It does seem like as though it may bounce off of this MA level. And if it does, you can see a nice potential of about 12% or 10% even, just up to that $110 level. Now it can go as high as $123, making about a 20% profit. So be aware, set your alerts for tomorrow, and let's just see what happens. I'm really excited to see what Carvana does. As you can see, it does have some nice bounces when it does hit that MA line. Now DDOG is one of those companies that I did want to call out this week, because as you can see, it did go along with our trade plan here. This little yellow line is a line we drew last Sunday, and for the whole week it played very nicely with our levels, making a 10% return here from support levels to that MA line. Now this is a 200-day moving average, and if you want to learn more about exactly what that is, I have an entire video specifically talking about MA and EMA levels. Now if you're new to the channel, I do talk about support and resistance levels a lot. Key levels to consider when looking at trading. As you can see here, getting a low to a high in 15 days, you could have made a 13% profit. And recently making about a 10 to 11% profit in 3 days total. Now, my goal every single week is to make 10% profit a week to grow my account. And it is a good goal to have. That's about 2% a day. Geez Louise. Now, 10% a week is a very aggressive. Even if you had a 5% a week goal, this would be a really great setup for you, as you could have made 10% in 3 days. Now, with that said, it is having a little bit of a bounce back, a little bit of a pullback, and if it can bounce off of this EMA level, which is the blue 45-day moving average, up to previous highs of 121, you can see that that's a 4% profit. Now, if it can go up to previous resistance levels of $125, that's about an 8% profit. So excited to see what happens with this company DDOG. Now, DE is one of those companies that has been consolidating. As you can see, it had a strong rejection period. It has been consolidating and bouncing between 363 and 376. Now, it has broken through this resistance level, which will now make it a support level. And if it continues to rise, you can easily see about a 10% profit with DE, or Deere & Co. Now, this is a little bit more of a pricey company, stock valued at about $378 per share. So you will need a few dollars in order to trade this company. Man, I don't know what's going on. I got something stuck in my throat or something. Jeez Louise. Man, I am so sorry. I do not mean to cough in the mic. For all of you headphone users, RIP your ears. sorry. And if there's any companies you want me to call out, I will definitely go over some companies that you're watching, or companies that you may want me to look at and kind of have me share my ideas. This entire Sunday night stock talk is all about you guys. I have a trading plan for this week. I know exactly what companies that I'm going to be trading this week to make profits, and this is really just for you guys to open your eyes and expand your horizon on some different companies you may not have heard of. So JNUG is another company that's looking really nice. Now, this is a 2 times ETF of gold for the bulls. So when gold does really well, JNUG does really well. When it does poorly, JDST is the inverse 2 times ETF, and that'll do really well. Right now, JDST is extremely overextended, which is the bear market. Oops, that is not right. JDST. It's extremely overextended, as you can see here. Now, I have traded it in the past, but looking at it here, it is extended, going from $3.20 up to highs of $4.08. Now, it is starting to show signs of a pullback, which is good for JNUG, because JNUG, obviously, as you can see, has a nice support level of around $35.36. Every time it hits support levels, it bounces to resistance, making a 12% profit in a few days, another 14% profit in 6 days, and recently it made a 35% profit in about 18 days. Now, my goal on this channel is to make 10% a week, 40% a month when growing my stock account. So this would be a nice play to buy and hold for 2 weeks and make a month's worth of my goal, or my target, right? So 40%, guys, to put that into perspective, is $400 on a $1,000 investment in about 2 weeks. That's $200 in a week, which isn't too bad, okay? So with that said, this does have some areas of support and resistance, clear as day here, as you can see. So if we are able to catch this at that $37.50, even if we wait for that $38 level, you can see we can easily get up to about a 20% to 27% profit. So JNUG is one of those companies that we are definitely going to be keeping our eye on this week, as it is extremely oversold. Now, oversold, you might be wondering, well, what is oversold? Oversold basically means that this company has sold off so much that now it is undervalued from what it should be trading at. As you can see on the RSI indicator, it is in that low 41 range. 30 is a obvious area of clear oversoldness, if that's a word. And as you can see, 70 is clearly overbought. Now, the MACD here obviously is showing signs of a pull, not a pullback, but upward momentum. So if we can catch this when it's going up, we can easily see that we can make some money. You know, even if it does take 2 weeks, that's 24% profit in about 2 weeks. Man, I really don't know what's going on. Are you talking about JDST? Hi, Tina. Yes. So this is JNUG. JNUG, you may want to fix your quality on the stream to kind of see this a little bit more clearly, but we are talking about JNUG, ticker symbol JNUG. This is oversold. At the moment, JDST is overbought. So we have a clear indication that this may have a pullback or a upward momentum to make some money. Let's see, let's go Intel. Intel is not doing really that much. As you can see, it is in that little support range between about mid between support and resistance levels. Now I am going to delete that because that was a daily support level, but as you can see here, it is going right along with our trade plan, right? We wanted it to go up this trend line, and it seems to be doing exactly that. Now it can go up about 3% or so. So it's not a lot of profit, but at $30, I mean, if you're new to investing, you can buy one share for 30 bucks and just test the waters, right? And see if it really does go up 3%. Now, 3% on say $1,000 is only about 30 bucks. So I do want you to be aware this doesn't have a huge profit margin compared to some of the other companies that we're going to be talking about. Tina, how do you become oversold if there are only so many shares that can be bought and sold? Okay, Tina, great question. So, being oversold and overbought technically doesn't have to do with the actual amount of shares that are available, okay? As you can see here on let's just go back to, what were we talking about, JNUG? As you can see on JNUG, the volume is right around 100, almost a million volume, right? But their market cap is much more than that. This is not really a good example. Let's go back to JD. Volume here is at 11.9 million. Okay, so there's plenty of volume. Their market cap is 43 billion. So that just means that their volume is very high. Now, oversold has to do with the price of the company, not the amount of shares that are oversold or overbought. Now, as you can see here, a clear indication that when it was at a high of $35, dang it, at a high of $35, it was clearly overbought. That means people were buying this to an extreme, creating this level of pressure and the upward momentum, right? As you can see on the RSI, it was in the $70 range on the RSI. It even went up to 80. Now, this is just stating that, okay, this is an overbought company, meaning that there is a lot of people that have caused this company to go up due to buying however many amount of shares. Now, when it is overbought or overextended, that could be another way to put it, then you will see a rejection at that resistance level, creating it to sell off. And when it sells off, then you will start becoming into oversold levels, meaning that this company is now oversold, that so many people sold this company, they locked in profits, or they took stop losses so that they wouldn't lose as much money as this started to go down. Now that it's found support at $29, we can clearly see that it is oversold, right? Or overextended on the seller's side or on the bear's side, creating the ability to see, okay, look, $29, we are oversold. It's below that 30 mark on the RSI, meaning that it is over or undervalued. Okay, it's undervalued. So maybe I should start considering maybe using a different terminology. Being undervalued or at fair market value is the same as being oversold. So fair market value between 30 and 70 would probably be right there at like that $45 or $50 level. Okay, so when it's in the middle of this RSI range, then that means it's fair value. When it's right here at $33, it's between 29 and 35. So then we can consider, okay, $32 to $33 is about fair value. There's not a lot of profit. So you're going to make a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So you're going to risk about 8% to make about 8%, right? So being oversold or undervalued would be the same thing as overbought or overvalued. And the best way to, I guess, put it would be if you knew an iPhone, okay, you knew an iPhone was $1,000. If someone's selling it at 800, that means it's a undervalued asset. If someone's trying to sell it to you for $1,200, then it's overvalued. And that's exactly what we look for when we trade these setups. I hope that helps a little bit with the ability. I hope that helps a little bit with understanding oversold and overbought levels. Now, JD is looking like it is overextended, obviously passing through that support level. So we're going to wait for confirmation for this to actually start showing signs of confirmation in the upward direction. Now, Lucid or LCID also is showing signs of being oversold or undervalued. As you can see here, there are some clear areas of support. It touched here, 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 and now it has crashed through this support level, creating a somewhat of a resistance level. Now, Lucid is pretty much a penny stock in my opinion. It's only $2.52, but if we can go up to some previous highs, that's a 15% profit, and previous higher highs of about a 32% profit. But more realistic, it may bounce to some of these levels here, about $2.80 to about maybe even $3 with Lucid. Tina, thank you. You're welcome. I hope that helps explain everything a little bit better. If you guys have more questions, feel free to ask. I don't mind expressing my thoughts and sharing my ideas and some of my opinions with you guys. Now, obviously, I'm not perfect. I'm not a professional. I'm just a guy sharing my journey and how I was able to be consistent in the stock market. Now, Mara, as you can see, had a support at about $14, shot up to this area here about 19, came back down, shot back up, came back down, shot back up, showing clear signs of a trend line, support and resistance, creating higher highs and higher lows. Now it has broken that trend line. As you can see, we've been trading Mara for quite a few weeks now, making some pretty decent money in the market, anywhere from $20 to $40 per trade, with only like about $400 to about $700 position size with Mara. So not too bad at all. Now it is starting to show signs of possible confirmation here as it bounces off of this 200-day moving average or the green line, seeing maybe a 4 to 5 to even 8 or 9%, 10% return on Mara. So we have been trading Mara for quite some time. I'm excited to see where this is on Monday. I might even wake up early in the morning to trade this during pre-market hours and get a little bit of money into a position so I can hopefully ride this up and make a quick 10% profit. Even a 5% profit at this point would be really, really nice for Mara. Now this does go off of Bitcoin, so we can look at Bitcoin real quick just because it does correlate with Mara just a little bit. Now as you can see, Bitcoin has had lows of 56,000. We've been trading it right around these levels, having some nice decent pullback here, showing some signs of rejection. Now if it can just reverse and go back up, well then Mara will play off of that as well. Oxy or Occidental Petroleum. Look at this, guys. It has been in nothing but a downward rejection period all the way since April 10th. We have been watching this descend. Now, it has been finding some consolidation area of interest right here at that $59 level. Why? Well, because it's done it in the past. Back in February, it had strong consolidation before shooting up to highs of $70. So now that it's pulled back to this previous support level of about $59-$60, you can see there's heavy consolidation. It wanted to go lower, but it couldn't. It just kind of bounces off of, like, say, a floor. This would be like a floor. You're bouncing a ball. It finally dropped all the way down to the floor, and now it's kind of bouncing on this support. If we can see that this does end up showing signs of upward momentum or confirmation, we could easily get a 4% profit at this first resistance level. Now, if it can go up to highs of $70, then we can easily see a 20 or 19% profit on your investment. Now, 19% profit on $1,000 investment would be 190 bucks. So definitely be aware of the potential and also be aware of the risk. Okay, not all of these companies have to go up just because they're a little bit oversold or undervalued. They can definitely sell off even more. Obviously, this company can go back down to previous levels of $52, resulting in about a 12% loss. This is something that you do not want to incur in your investment account. We want to trade solid setups. We want to show signs of confirmation and upward momentum before investing into anything. You don't want to invest here and then it goes down and you invest here and it goes down and you invest even more. That's called averaging down, and that can blow up your account very quickly. You want to average up. So when this starts showing signs of upward momentum, you can honestly clearly see from support levels here all the way up, there's a 19% profit. And at any point in time, you could have invested and made some profit because this company was steadily going up until it found that resistance at $70.93. So we are going to put some resistance levels very high at $70.93. It doesn't mean it has to hit those resistance levels. I can clearly see a resistance level right here at $68 because it did touch at this point, had some consolidation and interest at this level for support, and then it crashed back down, creating an area of resistance. So at one point, this line was green, support line, and this was a higher support and a higher resistance, but now because it's below this level and it bounced and touched the ceiling and then crashed back down, it's obviously a clear resistance level. So definitely be aware of resistance levels and support levels. I have a ton of videos explaining support and resistance levels, and you can also look at any of our live day trading sessions in our morning live streams at market open. Now, guys, we just have a few more companies and then we'll let you guys get back to your day. I know there's always something to do. And it's Father's Day. So, you know, again, happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. Ocugen, guys, I believe this is a great Father's Day gift, okay? We've been waiting for Ocugen to come down. It's finally starting to come down. It's starting to reach these previous support levels here. As you can see, clear as day, there is a support right around, $1.34. Now, it didn't quite get to that level, and it can honestly sell off even more. As you can see, it's had a nice downward trend line going to this $1.11. Now, what's great about Ocugen is if it can get down to that $1.11 and then go all the way back up to $2, that's an 85% profit. An 85% profit, to put into perspective to you guys, would be $850 on a $1,000 investment. You can nearly double your money with one company. I want you guys to be aware of that. So we are waiting for this to sell off a little more, start showing signs of confirmation that it's going up, and then we will be buying some shares of this. SCHD also, as you can see, clear as day, signs of what? Support, resistance, right here, boom. Obviously, a lot of consolidation in areas of interest in this level, about $76. It's touched down a couple times. It's broken down past that level about to $75 once. Almost touched it here on May 1st, touched it on May 29th, and now is touching it again on 6/14, creating areas of support. Now, if this company does find its way back up and it starts trailing up, we can easily see about a 3 to 5% profit. So not a huge profit margin on this company, but for some of my long-term investors who invest in Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, then you can get a nice buy-in for undervalued potential, right? It's oversold, it's undervalued. It usually trades, you know, I'd say its average share price is probably around $78 to $79. So you can get a nice little discount buying this dip. SoFi Technologies is one of those companies that's super volatile. As you can see here, it does have some very strong resistance levels, some very strong support levels. Okay, now it has broken through those support levels, but look at this. After a few days of selling off, okay, from highs of 741 to lows of 644, losing about 13.4% value of the company, right, about 13% market value, then you can see that it's starting to show a couple green candles. And if this is the early stages of what we would consider confirmation, then you can see that if it can get to anywhere where it was previously, say $6.99 to $7, that's about an 8% profit, and even more if it can get up to previous resistance levels of about 14% profit on SoFi. Target, or TGT, is another company that clearly is in that support range, showing signs of resistance here before it did break through and had highs of $180 from lows of $140, resulting in about a 27% profit in about 2 months or 60 days. Now, this company has been selling off for quite some time as it reached that $180 level, selling off about 22% of its market value. Now it's starting to show signs. It has one green candle here, which doesn't really indicate much of anything. It has a doji star here, which means it's unclear of the direction it's going to take for Monday. But if it does decide to bounce off of this $140 level and even get up to those highs of 156, you can see about 11% profit, or even as high as 27% profit if it got up to those $180 levels. So definitely be aware of that. We are going to draw our resistance level right here, as at this very strong level at 157. So as you can see here, has some areas of support, some areas of resistance, and I am excited to see what happens with the majority of these stocks starting tomorrow in our live stream. Okay, two more, guys, two more, and we'll get you guys out of here. We've been doing this live stream now for about, what would you say, about 30 minutes, so that's not too bad. DJT is Trump Media and Technologies. Now, they do have lows of $22, highs of $79, but a majority of the trade volume and interest is at the support levels, about $38 and $56. Now, if it does start showing signs of confirmation or upward momentum at $38 to $56, that's a 47% profit. So we are definitely going to be setting our alert on DJT and waiting to see what happens with this company tomorrow. Waste Management is another one of those companies that has been trading within $200 to about $215. The last time it rallied from its support level to its high was about a 5% profit. So this has a very small profit margin, but as you can see, it went as low as $198 and went up to $203. That's a 2% profit that we've already missed out on, but it is showing clear signs of confirmation, resulting in a possible 6% profit from those $198 lows. Now, if we did buy this, say, tomorrow morning at 204, there is a potential for about a 3 to 4% profit potentially if it can get back up to these resistance levels. But because it's kind of mid-range now, kind of in that fair value range, it's neither oversold or undervalued or overbought or overvalued. It's kind of in the middle. So we're risking about a 2.5% to 3% risk to about a 2 or 3% reward, which would be about a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. That's not something we necessarily like to trade, but I'm excited to see what this actually does moving forward in our morning live trading sessions. Now, you guys can check out the second link below. That'll give you access to our Discord, where you can check out our morning live trading sessions from literally every single day of this year for 2024. I have went live Monday through Friday. I've missed a day or two here and there, but the majority of all my live day trading sessions are going to be there, or you can check out the YouTube playlist also after you watch this video. Now, guys, I am going to end you with that right there. It was a great Sunday night stock talk. We host this every week at 7 p.m. For about 30 minutes. It is Father's Day, so I am going to let you guys go, spend time with your family, spend time with your loved ones, and we will see you all in the morning at market open. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash that little bell icon so you get notified exactly when I go live. But if your market opens at 7:30, 6:30, 8:30, 9:30, whatever time the stock market opens in your time zone, in your area, you can guaranteed we will be live trading. You could ask me questions. I share my thought process on why I bought or why I sold, and you get to see me lock in profits real time, or even see me lose money. It's great. It's fun to participate. It's fun to check out as you learn how to grow your own stock account or investment account. So guys, I appreciate your time. Go check out some of my other videos that I have. I have over 600 videos right now on YouTube, all showcasing how you can be a better investor and make money in the stock market. Also, we have a little over, what now, like 3,400 no, we have 5,300 subscribers now. So, you know, join the community, be a part of the cause, and help us reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We also have a investing for beginners community.com website, which has a ton of trading tools that'll help you become a better investor. I have a blog as well, showcasing a lot of these YouTube videos on there, and some trading tools that you can use and just start educating yourself and learning a little bit more about the stock market. You'll also get a private invitation when you sign up with your email, all 100% free, but you'll get access to our private Facebook group of over 71,000 members, all sharing their thoughts, opinions, ideas, and strategies on how they make money in the stock market. So thanks, guys. I appreciate your time, and we will see you all in tomorrow's live day trading session. Have a great day and have a good night. Happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there. I know I am a father of 2 girls, and so yeah, I'm gonna go spend some time with them. We're going to the carnival, so check out our Instagram and our Facebook page, as well as our Facebook group. That's where I'll be posting a lot of pictures and different things like that on a more personal level. So thank you and have a great night.